My people, how are they? I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on where you're listening to the sound of my voice. This is the Biafra Superstars Media. My people, I will be on the neck of Nigerian government. I will be on the neck of the Zoom media. And I will also be on the neck of those other good media people who are trying their best, doing a good job in that so-called Nigeria. So respect to Arise TV, because I think they are one of those who are trying their best. It is not easy. I know in Nigeria they are muscled, their mouth don't shut down. They know if they do their job for Nigeria. In fact, I could speak this one for Pidgin English. They know if they do their job for Nigeria. I understand that. Because if them go beyond the scope, if them talk truth too much, then go chop water for the hand of Nigerian government. Then go sanction them. Then go find them money. And sometimes they put them for jail. So I understand those ones. So today, I go use laugh, break this one down, because I have no beef with my sister, OjyOkpe, my guy, Rafael Seni, my sister, Ayomide Ayo, a pastor, I believe she's a pastor, and Mr. Ruben Abat. I'm sorry, I will not call you doctor, because I don't believe if you are doing a job in a particular way and that's not the field that you have your doctorate, I'm not going to call you doctor in that field. So now that you are a journalist here, unless you tell me, say, you have doctorate degree in journalism, then it makes sense. But I believe it's in a different field. So because of that, I go call you Mr. What's your name again, sir? Ruben Abati. Mr. Ruben Abati. Please, change that doctor. Come on, that doctor guy. Be on a level playing field with your colleagues. That's the way they do it. It creates, harmony in the Western world here. We call people by their first name. Hi, Jane. Hi, John. Hi, James. What's up, Mary? How you doing, Mikey? You know what I mean? We give them nicknames. This Dr. Jane, pharmacist Michael, dentist. That's madness. That's you are just you are jostling for proposition. No, come on a playing field. Tell your colleagues going forward. Call me Ruben. Not even your two names, self, Ruben. And you'll see the fun. You'll feel more at home. The synergy will be there. Then there is no bigger eye or small man for the studio. I understand you may have a bigger, position than them, but in this program, we are all the same. Act fun, act youthful, act jolly, and things will flow. That's why we love what we do in the Western world. Job they sweet for Western world. Every day is like a holiday in my office. Because everybody, when I come to them, I call them by their first name. They address me by my first name. Everybody is equal. We don't care about your age or whatever. We are laughing. We are having fun. I go around during lunch. I buy them, pizza. I buy them whatever. And they are happy to work for me. Let me not go there. Let me not go there. So let's just hear the media from Nigeria, my sister, OjyOkpe, on this same topic of the coming of Donald Trump. So if we're not ready, we're going to hear this one. Flow.
Today is a very, very important day. Very, very important.
Oh, yeah, now.
Well, let's begin what's trending in Nigeria, where the presidency has responded to the warning issued by U.S. President Donald Trump of a possible invasion to wipe out terrorists killing Christians in Nigeria. Special advisor on information. Terrorists killing Christians in Nigeria. Special advisor on information and strategy, Bayo Ononuga, in a post on X, stated that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has always been concerned about the protracted war against terror in Nigeria, which is why he appointed new service chiefs. Ononuga shared a video.
No. Those guys were appointed because of the so-called coup that was about to happen in the month of October. Even though we know it's in there, but that was why he, sacked the other ones and brought in some new service chiefs. So make them know that this lie, and they vex me. Nigerian government, they are liars. All this happened before the coming of Trump. Trump, they give now the water now. Now they chop the water, and now he's trying to lie, say Tinubu was ahead of the game. He was ahead of the curve. He saw it coming. So he can sack all the service chiefs. Today, I go speak for pidgin English to reach the grassroots. Say, I beg you, when they will call for the protest, because very soon, your government will call for what? A peaceful protest. Suddenly, I go notice, say, there is something called a peaceful protest in Nigeria. It is possible. You will all come out for the protest in shining colors, in placards. The police go to give them pure water to drink. The army go help them, they carry in a bag. They share, watch it, they come. I know Nigeria well. I know Nigeria well. It they come now, these few days. You will have the biggest, most peaceful protest. When at the interest of the government, suddenly they'll be doing the right thing. Suddenly they'll respect the rule of law. Suddenly people can talk. But when people need their own freedom, the Nigerian police, the Nigerian army, they go come with a hard stick to flog una, to punish una, to shoot una live bullets and tear gas. Nigeria is not your friend. Nigerian government, they are a bunch of liars. They are not for you. But I assure you guys, within the next few days or weeks, you will see the biggest protest in Nigeria. And it will be peaceful because it will be organized by the government, not by the people. When you show what they're doing on, you see the way they punish them, then beat them, then jail them, allow Ejimako, then slap them, break his neck for hospital. Then poison him with gas. He was sick. He was hospitalized. That is a real protest. But the one coming will be a 419 protest by the Nigerian government. It's coming. You see me? I will be on the neck of that Zukot for the next 90 days. 90 days is a code. 90 days is a code. For those who know waiting day, when I know waiting day. Continue.
When Tinubu charged the service chiefs during their killing Christians in Nigeria. Special advisor on information and strategy, Bayo Ononuga, in a post on X, stated that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has always been concerned about the protracted war against terror in Nigeria, which is why he appointed new service chiefs. Ononuga shared a video showing when Tinubu charged the service chiefs during their declaration of service to launch renewed effort in stamping out the twin problems of terrorism. Let's take a look.
I charge you, as the head of our nation's armed forces, to carry out your duties with patriotic zeal Nigerians expect result, and not excuses. We are in a hurry to celebrate peace. I charge you also to be innovative, creative, and courageous. Let's stay ahead of those who seek to threaten our peace, freedom, and stability. Let us deploy technology where necessary. We cannot allow the crisis that began in year 2009 to persist any longer. It is time to defeat the enemies. I wish you the best. I advise you to work together as a team. For clear notes, exchange your information effectively and follow up proactively. Work with other security agencies and defeat this enemy once and for all. We need to clean them up, clear them out. I promise to provide all support you need to get the job done.
Cinematic. See the scenery. See the way they play the sound. Suddenly, your Nigeria can do this. You see? When they don't get the brunt, the koboko from USA, suddenly your Nigerian government is now pretending as if they know what they want to do. They are now acting as if, they are active or they are proactive. Why must America speak before una begin to wake up to their responsibility? But it's too late. It's too late to apologize. It's too late. Yes, you're about to do your assignment, but it has come too late. It has passed the deadline date. So all the scenery, the Hollywood scenery that they do there, I'm sorry. That will not cut it. You cannot fool us. You guys cannot fool us because we know what's in there. We know those when bringing terrorism into Nigeria, and we know why they did it. They are in control of all the resources, but they got so cocky and overconfident. They got so greedy and overconfident. They went to Saudi Arabia, and after discussion, they said, oh yeah, it is time to create the Islamic Caliphate. We know what's in there now. Most of the times, the bank loans that Zoo is getting is coming from where? The Islamic Bank. The pipe they built from Nigeria Delta to pipe the gas to Spain. We know who given the money. Now Saudi Arabia. We know what's in this. So this is too late. Cry me a river. You guys can cry now. Cry me a river. It is too late. People have died enough. People have died enough. It's too late. All this one can't cut it though. All this nonsense can't cut it. It's too late. But let's continue.
Well, this is all coming amid the heightened diplomatic tension between Nigeria and the United States over allegations of a Christian genocide in Nigeria. The presidency appears to be highlighting the steps already being taken to address terrorism and insecurity, with the new service chiefs positioned as evidence of the administration's commitment to tackling these issues. Well, we all know that over the weekend, social media was awash with reactions after US President Donald Trump issued a stark warning to the Nigerian government, instructing the United States Department of War to prepare for possible action to wipe out terrorists in Nigeria. Well, Trump posted that warning on Truth Social. And of course, I'm sure a lot of people have seen it, but I'd like to read it for the benefit of our viewers. Trump wrote, if you're wondering, if the Nigerian government continues to allow killing of Christians, the USA will immediately stop all aid and assistance to Nigeria and may very well go into that now disgraced country, guns are blazing, to completely wipe out the Islamic terrorists who are committing these horrible atrocities. I'm hereby instructing our Department of War to prepare for possible action. If we attack, it will be fast, vicious, and sweet. Just like the terrorist thugs attacked our cherished Christians. Warning, the Nigerian government better move fast. And
he forgive me, he forgive me, he forgive me, he forgive me. Ogeme, he forgive me nebata. Fellow Biafrans, listeners all across the world, Christians based in Nigeria, Christians in Biafra land, I say, weep no more. Your prayers has been answered. In the next 90 days, oh my God, scriptures is wonder. God is amazing. Now I can say God is more like a scientist because everything must align. Just last week, and now the Kano told you all, where are the media, the criminal media, saying nonsense, building up lies? Don't you know our God is a God of justice? Where are the media here? Where are the Zoom media? Don't you know we serve a God of just? Our God is a God of just. I believe in justice. Don't you know our God is a God of justice? And in less than 7 days, things begin happen. America, God's own country, in God we trust. The land of the free and the brave. They rose up and gave the Jews the water. Also, Nnamdi Kanu said he needed 90 days to carry out his defense. And today, I am telling you Christians in Nigeria and the Biafrans who are Christians, I am telling you all, within 90 days, things will begin happen. The Nigeria you know today, you shall know no more. Mark me on this one. Today is the Monday, 3rd of November, 2025. So I am saying December, January, February. On the 2nd of February, it will make it 90 days. If that zoo no change, then make una call me a liar. I will stop doing my broadcast. With the info we have, something will happen from now before the 3rd or 2nd of February 2026. Mark my words, I don't make mistakes. The God we serve is a living God. God don't make mistakes. God don't love ugly. Nigeria is ugly. They called you what? A shithole country. a disgraced country. Going forward, I'll be referring to you as a disgraced country, because when we called you zoo, till this day you are angry with Nnamdi Kanu. He called us zoo. He called us zoo. Now Trump is calling you a disgraced country. They don't disgrace Una. So when I call you a disgraced country, don't get angry with me. Get angry with Trump, not me. But you guys will stay calm. When the Western world call you a name, you accept it in humility. But when we speak our own, you are angry, the Igbo, the Biafran. Trump called you a shithole. Now he's calling you a disgraced country. Oh my God. In the next 90 days, mark my word, things go begin happen. Ife game or game. Oh my God. Let's continue.
That's the actual post that got a lot of reactions on social media. YORUBA, Dr. Abati. And we know that this post is coming just a day after Trump designated Nigeria as a country of particular concern over allegations of Christian genocide. But President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has already rejected this designation, maintaining that Nigeria remains a democracy with constitutional guarantees of freedom of religion, the strength.
Now for mouth, hey me look on, Baba we know well, they say me look on, and they shake, like they shake, Baba we know well, they say me look on, hey me look on, Baba we know well, they say me look on. And they shake you like they shake you. Baba we know well, they say me look on. Say Baba we know well, they say me look on. Hey Baba we know well, they say me look on. Now my turn, yo, now my turn. Baba we know well, they say now my turn. And they shake like they shake. Baba we know well, they say now my turn. Baba we know well, they say now my turn. What is the yarn? Not today. I will have fun with this news going forward. No more anger, because me showing the anger, I get frustrated with that zoo the more. But now, job is done. Job is done. With America, I am confident with what I've seen so far, with the briefings we've had, with the info, the intel we are having. Job done. To the Christians in Nigeria, start to rejoice. You must dance like David. David was dancing and dancing and dancing until even his clothes came off him. He was not ashamed. He kept on dancing and dancing and dancing. People were dancing with him, but they said, David, it's okay. You are the king now. It is okay. He said, no. Make I dance, oh, make I dance. God don't bless me. I say, make I dance you, make I dance you. God don't bless me. I say, make I dance. They said, no, it's okay. They carry in cloth, put for him body. Start to rejoice. Even the Fulani cabal and the headsmen, their head goes straight now. Just the watch. Look at the guys who are buying you guys. Dirty, stinking, ugly, hungry looking, bamboo looking. Oh my God, those one, just one punch go bring them down. But no, your army knew what they were doing. Your military knew what they were doing all this while. Because those terrorists, those headsmen, very dirty, skinny, unkept animals, idiots. The Biafrans were giving them water. That's why your military came to Biafra land. Think am now. If they've left us with the Fulani headsmen, na biscuit. But they knew that the Biafrans were not scared of their terrorists. So they brought their army. They brought their tanker, brought their air jet, all those things. Tucano jet was flying in Biafra land, not in Sambisa. Think about that. Think about that. I beg my sister, continue. God bless you. Continue for me.
American military action has sparked widespread debate about sovereignty, security challenges, and the path forward for Nigeria's relationship with the United States. And
it's gone.
Activist Omoyele Showore's tweet. If we can pull up that tweet, if we have that. All right. Showora wrote on X, The latest threat by US President Donald Trump to launch military action in Nigeria, allegedly to protect Christians, may sound appealing to some.
Oh God.
Still, history has shown this to be perilous. Whether you are Christian, Muslim, animist, or non-religious, no one should celebrate such rhetoric. The United States and its allies have a long record of military interventions that leave nations more unstable than before.
Show whether you fall my hand. Show whether you fall my hand. I don't know where you stand. One day you are cold. The other day you are hot. One day you say, revolution now against the Nigerian government. They are criminals. All of them, they are criminals. Peter Obi is a criminal too. They are all the same. Revolution now, revolution now. Today, Trump has given you the opportunity for the biggest revolution of your life. Your dream, the one you want now. Revolution for the Christians being killed, persecuted, martyred in Nigeria. And you're here talking nonsense and baloney. Guy, you fall my hand. I did a video about you yesterday. I spoke to you as a man. I gave you the respect. But if you continue in this trajectory, then I'm sorry. All the respect I have for you will be thrown into the dustbin. Because it makes no sense. You are saying to get freedom, it must be done internally. We did it your way, your internal way. At the end, they beat you up. You were locked up in jail for 4 days. Aloy Jimako, a lawyer, was insulted, beaten black and blue, hospitalized in prison, tear gas, live bullets everywhere. Till this day, there is no freedom for you guys to speak or even to protest in Nigeria. So which other way are you talking about? Do it which other way? Today, God has sent a redeemer. All you have to do now. Oh my God. God have mercy. Hey, my people. It's so painful. Sure of all people that I thought he will be thanking God. Say, God has answered my prayer. I was shouting, revolution now, revolution now, revolution now. I have the hashtag, revolution now, revolution now. They beat me up. They locked me in jail. We did protest. They locked me in jail. The police head, he messed me up. He abused me. Terrorists are killing. Today, America wants to come. I can fight for the Christians. I can be an advocate for the Christians. I can protest in the whole Nigeria for the Christians. And if Nigeria ever tried to stop me protesting for the whole Christians in Nigeria, that same day, America will come in. That's your biggest chance. Your calling. Look, man, you are losing your calling. Because if you miss this chance of revolution now, this is your revolution you're looking for. America, God's own country, said they are coming to protect, to buy the terrorists that are causing the genocide in Nigeria. What else do you need? You are saying it will be done internally. What do you mean by internal way of solving the problems? You have done it your way. I followed you for 2 weeks to do it your way. I supported you with my platform to do it your way. You did it your way. The police came. They beat you up. You were running. You were in jail. You were locked up. You had a bail, and the court didn't leave you because the judge was snatched away from the court by the police. They tear your cloth. They made you to bleed. Aloy Jimako, a lawyer, was insulted. Everything was going haywire. You saw all those things. Until this day, you are still telling us the internal way. Which other way do you want? Nnamdi Kanu did it the internal way. All he asked for was what? Oh my God. This guy, they make me vex. So, hey, they make me vex. Nnamdi Kanu did this. The best way was Nnamdi Kanu's way. He said, leave and let's leave. He told you they are coming, they are coming, they are coming. They are coming before they came. Oh, they are coming. Before they came, he said they are coming, they are coming, they are coming. What did your government do? They went to Kenya to go and kidnap him. So which other way are you talking about? Sure, which other way? Your police, they are in the hands of your government. Your legislature, they are in the hands of your government. Judiciary, they're in the hands of your government. Which other way to protest now? It is illegal in Nigeria. Which other way do you mean? Bro, if you miss this calling, I will remind you 10 years from now. Say, bro, look at you. You missed your calling. This would have been your biggest chance for a revolution across the whole Nigeria. Speak for the Christians, and if you like, speak for the Muslims. If you want to do it that way, do it that way. Then if Nigeria stops you from a nationwide protest, then you have gotten the chance for America to come in and sort that nonsense. Because you've been saying that your politicians are the problem. Allow America to come in to solve the problem. Revolution now is the best way to solve the problem, but you are scared. You are selfish. You only want it to be your own idea. You are self-centered. That's a very bad way of doing things. Someone who is selfish. It must be your way or no any other way. That's bad, man. We believe in Biafra. We are fighting for Biafra. But when you said you are doing a Nigerian protest, you are calling for a Nigerian protest. We, the Biafrans, we joined you. We supported you. We gave you our voice, our platform, because we said, okay, let us try it your way. Your made in Nigerian way. That's the way I tagged it. Let us try it your made in Nigerian way. On the 20th of October, when you did your way, we saw what happened. Till this day, you guys still have a date in court. Till this day, Nnamdi Kanu is still being held. It's even worse now, because now the police, the DSS, they are beating him up now. He was being kicked last week in cell. Your government did nothing about it. So please, if you miss this opportunity, I will lose all respect I have for you. If you miss this big opportunity, I will lose all the respect I have for you. It means all you do is talk and no action. It's all about you. You are trying to gather things for yourself. You are being selfish. You are being self-centered. If it's not from you, then you are not with it. That's very, very bad. People like that, I don't hang with them. If it's not their own way, then there is no other way. That's bad now. Come on. If you can speak for Nnamdi Kanu, go and speak and fight for the Christians. There is a genocide going on. You know that. Go and speak. Call for a protest for the Christians. Or if you like, call for a protest for the Christians and the Muslims. Do it your own way or no while, but this is your chance. The thing you've been shouting, revolution now. This is the chance to have it now. And you are here, messing about. I beg you, leave that guy alone. But you're still my guy, you don't get me wrong, but I'm watching you with one eye now. I am watching you with one eye. Let's continue, I beg.
Failed to secure peace in Afghanistan, Iraq, Libya, or Syria. And they won't bring salvation to Nigeria through bombs or boots on the ground. What Nigeria truly needs is not a foreign savior, but legitimate, accountable leadership, one that protects all citizens, upholds justice, and ends the cycles of corruption and violence that have left the nation broken. Donald Trump does not care about Nigerians.
And who should the leader be? You? Should it be you? I agree. Don't get me wrong. If you are there, you do a very good job. But you and I know, even if you win the election, all those criminal politicians, they go gang up against you. You and I know, say, if all the youths vote for you and you win the election, all the politicians that lost, then go gang up against you. They will say, not this madman called Showore. So which freedom are you talking about? What leader are you trying to describe? I know if it's you, you do a good job. But even when you win, they go gang up together, say, please, not on our watch. This one, he will never be. Change the result and put him as a riffraff that came last. They go gang up under one voice, under one accord, under one union, under one umbrella. They will gang up against you and mess you up. You know that. Even when you were having your, was it the last election, all the presidential aspirants, came on under one roof. They didn't want to give you a chair to sit down. They chose not to give you a chair. You had to fight to find a small chair to sit down. They pushed you out. The police were stopping you from going in, despite you were a presidential, aspirant then. You see me? I saw those things, so I was saying this guy, he's a good guy, but you want to dine with the devils now. That's the problem. You're a good guy trying to dine with the devil. You're wasting your time, because even if you win at the end, all those guys, they'll come together against you. Say, this one, no, don't give it to him. Instead, Mr. Jagaban, continue for 8 more years or whatever. So why are you wasting your time? The only way you become, I know you want to be president. The only way you become president is for a higher body, an external factor to come in and clean house. Because once America steps in, all the politicians, they will carry their private jets and fly away. Look, 90 days. Watch what to. So I'm giving you the chance now. This is your biggest chance to win your calling. You've been asking for revolution now for so many years. This is your calling. Please, somebody cut this part and send to Showore. Tell him this is his calling. Call for a peaceful protest for all the Christians that have been killed. A day of mourning, a mourning protest for all the slain victims. Call it that way. You know, sound a bit presidential, as you want to be, you know, neutral. Say, okay, a protest for mourning for all the genocide victims, both sides. Don't mention Christian or Muslim. Just say a protest for all the genocide victims across Nigeria. Hashtag revolution now. Do the protest. If Nigerian government can't stop you from protesting, then you have won the opportunity of a revolution. Do you see it? This is common sense. Except your own plan is not really a revolution. What you just want is the police to hold you, bamboozle you, take you to court. Then you bail yourself. You're out again. You're chilling again. The revolution again. You go to a smaller one. People. If you really want a revolution for the country, you call out now for a peaceful protest for all the slain victims that have suffered genocide in Nigeria. Across Nigeria, nationwide. And you'll see the way the youth will come out. The Gen Zs will come out. They'll be protesting for the youths in a peaceful and solemn way. They'll be singing hymns, hymn songs. They're going to sing peaceful songs. If Nigeria being Nigeria can't come and stop on that, I've given you the answer now. That's the expo. That's the expo for you. But someone like you, I'm not sure. I hope you will take it. But if you don't take it, then I'm not sure what you really want. Because if you want a revolution now, it must not come from you being president. There are so many ways to get a revolution for the people. Because a revolution is for the people. The liberation of a people. The emancipation of a people. So I've given you the answer. Call for a nationwide peaceful marching. A peaceful marching for all the slain victims in Nigeria. Put a date. This Friday, next Friday, or whatever. It has to be on a Friday. And if you guys come out all across the country, you are doing your marching. And Nigerian government, they dare bring the police, the army to stop on her. Now, they don't score an own goal. So it will be damn if they do, damn if they don't. That will solve your problem of your revolution now. You will get the answer you want of a revolution. But I don't think you're ready though. Sure, I don't think you're ready. If we Biafrans have the opportunity to do it, the same way we had the opportunity when you said you were doing a protest for Nnamdi Kanu, we supported you because we want to hope. We were hoping. We've been hopeful. Even though we know Nigeria, we know the devil, but we were hopeful. So, okay, make we support Showore. Make him do in way. The made in Nigeria way. You've all told us the way we do it is wrong all these years. Let us see your way. We shall support you in your made in Nigeria way. The protest for Nnamdi Kanu, we go support you. Make we see whether you go work out. But at the end, what did we get? The police come, the army come, them slap, them beat, them whip, then tear your cloth, then lock you for sale. Ijimako, you lock them for sale, you bail yourself, you have a court case, another date. All those nonsense. That's the problem, my man. That's the problem. Your own problem is easy to solve. This opportunity from Trump will solve the problem. Your revolution now will become a thing of a reality. But I don't think you are ready though. I don't think you're ready. I think what you want to do is just, well, let me not preempt that one. I go wait till the end of this month. if you don't come out to protest, do a revolutionary protest for all the slain victims in Nigeria, then I will know that what you are doing is something else. Because if you really want a revolution, America has made it easier for you. The whole world will be watching on that day of the marching. The whole world will be watching Nigeria. Around the whole world, they will zero in on Nigeria on the day of the protest for all the slain victims who have suffered genocide. And you will look so presidential. You will look like, a national figure when you come out. Everybody dressed in black. Everybody go there dressed in black. Now they march peacefully. Solemn song. Singing of hymns. People are shedding tears. And you march throughout the whole country. So that way, you will write your name in gold as someone who spoke, who was an advocate for the victims of genocide. And if Nigerian government by mistake, knowingly or unknowingly, them stop you, then stop your people, them call the army to beat the people, to carry gun or tear gas, to stop you, to go collect a court order, to stop a particular place where you cannot march. If them try them, then the zoo called Nigeria is gone and gone forever. Because America will now come in and secure Nigeria. And you being so presidential, people will now say, okay, since all the politicians, they've run away, all the criminals, they've run away, because they'll all run away. In fact, they go take their private jets, then they go fly out immediately. Once Trump come, they go fly out. They'll say, since they've all run away, the only one we trust now is Omoyele Sowore. At that stage, even me, I go come shake your hand. I go salute you. Because I know you are somebody that is good. I know deep inside you are a good man. I know you will do very, very well. You do a good job. But unfortunately, you are not seeing the things we see. When we talk, we are spiritual. I just gave you a revelation, a rhema for you to grab and run with. But I will watch if you will do it. At this point, you can cut the video now and send it to Omoyele Sowore. If you want a new Nigeria, send the video to Omoyele Sowore. This thing I just said, make him watch him. Make in conscience con judge him well. In conscience go and say, this thing when this man talk, now word of God, now prophecy, if you do him, it go work this way. You guys, your job are easier. Now we won't be Biafra, our own 9-day hard, because when we are fighting the cabal, tribalism will make the other tribes come against us. So our own job is harder because we are fighting on two fronts every time. We are fighting on two fronts. Our own job, they're more complex to deal with. Because right now, we know, say, now Buhari and in government kidnapping Nnamdi Kanu. We're facing the cabal, but suddenly now, Tinubu is now, acting more than Buhari when it comes to Nnamdi Kanu. Now the DSS, they're beating him now. Last week, they were kicking his leg. They were kicking Nnamdi Kanu in detention. He was being beaten up. That's the problem. So your job is easier, sure. Your job, they easy. Now our own, they hard. Because our own tribalism, they stand on the way. Once they say, the Igbos, the Igbo coup, they don't spoil everything. As now, they want to claim, say, Trump coming to Nigeria. Blame it on who? The Igbos, IPOB, and the rest of them. That's their new plan. And if they succeed, suddenly all the youths will come together. Tribalism under one voice against the Igbo. There will be unity in what? Disunity. Because they will come together to fight the Igbos. Blame the Igbos. The Igbos are the ones causing this problem that Trump is coming. Blame the Igbos. Destroy their business. Spy them. All those things. They will do that. The same way they blamed us in 1966 for the Igbo coup. A coup that military men from all the country, a Nigerian military coup, somehow they flipped it around and said, no, to keep the country one, let us call it an Igbo coup. Until this day, every Igbo person is going through hell because of what happened in 1966. The military call us bloody civilians. That's their language towards the civilians. But suddenly, military men did something and they turned it around and they blamed the whole region, the civilians too. To this day, civilians are going through hell in southeast, in eastern region because of what some military men did. When you know their language is different, when they see the civilians, they call them bloody civilians. You know these things, but no, tribalism will blind your eyes. Till this day, you all hate the Biafrans with a passion. I can go on and on. You see me? I am an embodiment of knowledge. I know what's in there. Sure, I've given you the expo. Go and do it and get your revolution. Go and do it. And the job is done. But for we shall keep on fighting for Biafra. Our job, the harder. Our own task is 10 times harder than what yours is. If I was in your shoe, in less than 2 weeks, you will have your revolution. In less than 2 weeks. Very, very simple job. But I'll be watching you. I'll be observing you for the next 2 weeks. Let's continue, my bro. Let's continue.
Christians, Muslims, or anyone else, our deliverance will never come from abroad. It must come from within, through real leadership, not the Tinubus of the world, and national renewal. Hashtag revolution now. Another ex-user, actually, this is a WhatsApp comment which, went all over WhatsApp. If you can pull up that comment at this moment. This person wrote on WhatsApp, which has been shared.
Yeah, they spin now. That WhatsApp one, now the government ain't spin them. I told you now, they are hiring people now, influencers around the whole world now. Nigerian government, they hire them. So hear the Yeti when and talk now. Just listen to it. It's a government spin-off. They want to engage the youth, mess the mind of the youths. To the youths of Nigeria, those that believe in Nigeria are the beguna. This is your freedom. Your freedom has come, but if you miss it, I'm sorry. It will take you another 100 years to smell it again, to have a sniff of it. Let's continue. Listen.
Times he wrote, I don't know why there are misinterpretations of Trump's message. Trump did not threaten to attack Nigeria or effect regime change, as America did in other countries, Iraq, etc. Nigeria is a democracy and should not be compared with Gaddafi's Libya, Assad's Syria, or Saddam's Iraq. Trump's message is clear: to come into Nigeria and completely wipe out the terrorists who are committing these atrocities. America has a rich history of tackling terrorists and their sponsors to any country and killing them without the knowledge of the host country. US did it in Pakistan, where they took out Osama bin Laden and his bodyguards without even the knowledge of Pakistani government.
Yes.
Trump did it in Iraq, when US assassinated Iranian General Qasem Soleimani. In 2020, if you all remember, Trump's message implied that the US military has the capacity to come into Nigeria and smoke out Toji Bello and his fighters. We, as a people, thrive in conspiracy theories, play politics with human lives, dismiss insecurity as a global challenge, defend leaders who's stuck in trade, is issuing condolence messages to commiserate with victims of insecurity from their heavily guarded fortresses.
Now you go. I'm happy with the way they are getting it now. I'm happy the way they are getting it. Well, let's continue. Let's continue. Well done. Well done.
Leaders and military generals should be made to understand that we can't continue to live with this embarrassing level of insecurity, which they condone just to attract fat annual defense budgets. Well, Trump's warning was reverberated worldwide. A member of the European Parliament from Poland, Dominik Trasenski, posted a video featuring a dramatic simulation of the potential US military invasion set to a soundtrack of the Lord's Prayer with the caption, Nigerian Christians will soon be rescued.
Amen.
Let's take a look.
Amen.
If you're paying, our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever and ever. Amen.
It says Department of War.
Amen from the inner. Can I have an amen from the inner? Amen. If you give me, in the next 90 days, Christians in Biafra, Christians in Nigeria, start to rejoice. Your Savior liveth. You see, when you pray to God, don't expect God to come down from heaven and do it himself. He's too big to be doing such. He will send men. Most times, when people help you out, they were sent by God. Angels. Don't expect God to come down. That's the problem. When you guys are praying, oh Lord, hey, oh Lord in heaven, please, Father, come down. And God will not come down. These things are very small. These are small cases to deal with. The zoo knows that if they leave us alone, we go deal with them now. But no, they send their army to come and buy us because there is a war going on in Biafra land. If they leave us alone, we the Biafrans go buy those, those rat tag this in them. But they know what they are doing, But we thank God that God has answered our prayer that the number one country. Is it not an irony that Britain has said nothing about it? Your colonial master? Is it not an irony that Britain, that colonized you, has said nothing about it? That shows you that sometimes an abused user will just use and dump you. Britain don't give a damn. They are happy with the status quo all this while. They should be showing concern because they were the ones that first came here to enslave you. When they enslaved you, they left and came back to colonize you again. 2 in 1. But if I ask you guys now, did you know that there was slavery before colonization? You guys don't know about it. You were taken as slaves before they came to colonize you. You guys don't know a thing about it. You guys don't know about it. Your so-called scholars don't know about the enslavement before they coming back to colonize una. Una must be that one. So Britain has done you guys more harm than good. They don't give a damn. But America is speaking, God's own country, and some animals out there, they are lying, oh, they're coming for the resources. Excuse me, who has been controlling your resources since 1960? The same caliphate that got so greedy now that they want to now Islamize you because they are now feeling so cocky. See, these guys, we control their oil and gas, their gold. They say nothing to us. Now they come to bow to us to be governor, to be senators. Man, in fact, Saudi Arabia, we can change it because now their plan is to show off to Saudi Arabia. They've made more money too much now. Now they want to hang with the big league. So their plan is to carry out the assignment given to them by Usman Dan Fodio from the beginning. Now to show off to Saudi Arabia, they want to Islamize Nigeria, to have an Islamic state in Nigeria. That's what happens. They say absolute power corrupts absolutely. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Your politicians, they've let you down. When these guys were sharing the oil wells, the oil blocks, they were sharing the resources. They called it national cake. Hey, what a language. They called your resources national cake. Cake within the chop. Then they share them. They are billionaires. Their concubines are living in the best of houses around the whole world. Most of the Airbnb in the UAE, in Dubai, UAE, most of the Airbnb are managed, controlled. By who? Your politicians. When my friend told me this, I almost cried. He said, come man, what's up with you, brother? What's up with you? Your country rich. I said, what do you mean? Say, all the Airbnb now in the UAE, Nigerian politicians, they come. I said, what do you mean? They own it. They buy it. They lease it for 100 years, for 50 years. Airbnb. I said, what? So those big houses you are seeing now, all those skyscrapers, skylines, because they've stolen so much money from you. That's their new business, Airbnb. They say, we can go buy house. Now Airbnb goes and do. What about that one they held in London, Ekweremadu, 50 houses, one man, 50 houses. Yes, it's 50, but they're all Airbnb. They are not empty. Don't think those houses are empty. No, they are Airbnb. That's a new business when they boom. Those of you who send money to Nigeria, you're using a Lemfi. Your politicians, Amy Loco, and their own Lemfi now. Go and do your research. If you catch me and say, up to this level, say Nigeria is gone. They are so greedy because they don't want to help the common people. But tribalism has made the youths not to look at these old men they call their leaders. These dirty, stinking old men who should be in pension and or care homes. You leave them, you are doing tribalism, so now they're taking all the money, all the wealth. They are buying more properties, more Airbnb. They are leasing properties out, doing businesses, Airbnb, for their children, children's children. Their unborn children will enjoy forever. That's their plan, but I believe when America steps in, they go clean house now. America has all the data. They know all those houses that these guys have bought. They have all the information because there's an audit trail. Every finance that goes through, America has the information. If you like, pay the money through your cousin, your auntie, your uncle. There is a family tree, an audit trail that will track everything down. So they know what's in there. So please allow America to step in and solve this problem of Nigeria once and for all. Allow America to solve this problem, this dragon head with let them solve this problem of Nigeria, this cancer. Let them solve it once and for all. And they beg the youth, because very soon, in the next few weeks, you will see a mega rally across Nigeria organized by the government, but then go lie, put somebody there. But suddenly, you will notice that rally could be peaceful. No buying, nobody go buy there. No police go beat anybody. Police go laugh at them. They give now pure water to drink. Watch, mark my words. Police and army will be sharing pure water. That's how you know the rally is made in Nigeria by the government for the government to keep the government in place so that they will keep on stealing and eating and looting the money off you guys. Oh my! I can't go on and on. The pain is so much. It the pain well. It the pain. Let's continue, I beg.
Right there, Ayo. But of course, Trump's post defending Christians, a lot of Christians have reacted, including Nicki Minaj. And I would read Nicki Minaj's tweet before I come to you, Ayo. If we can pull up Nicki Minaj's tweet, she wrote, reading this made me feel a deep sense of gratitude. We live in a country where we can freely worship God. No group should ever be persecuted for practicing their religion. We don't have to share the same beliefs in order for us to respect each other. Numerous countries around the world are being affected by this horror. It's dangerous to pretend we don't notice. Thank you to the president and his team for taking this seriously. God bless every persecuted Christian. Let's remember to lift them up in our prayer. Ayo.
Amen and amen. Look at Nicki Minaj speaking this way. Thank God. Because when you're in a country where things they happen, your brain go they open. My father once told me, I was praying that day. I was crying, begging God. He said, young man, look at me. He said, those on earth are praying to go to heaven. Those in heaven, do they pray? I look at this man, I didn't understand what he meant. But today, I get it now. Because in your zoo, when we're in the zoo, we're praying for what? Our daily bread. Some have food but cannot eat. Some can eat but have no food. We have food and we can eat. Glory be to thee, O Lord. We're praying from childhood for daily bread. Lord, give us our daily bread. This day, we were praying for daily bread. But when I came to the Western world, my prayer point changed. Now I hate food with a passion because food is not the problem. Now I'm looking for what? I only eat organic food, organic egg, organic chicken, organic fruits, organic everything. Banana. I say, wow, wow, I can't believe this. In Nigeria, I was praying for daily bread. I could fear in the body. Sometimes you don't have any cash. How do you eat? But in the Western world, my prayer point don't change. My prayer now is, oh my God, I beg you, make this my stocks blow. This my crypto, make it blow. Prayer point don't change. I'm praying about stocks and crypto. So when my father always watch when we are praying. I pray hardcore. I'm shedding tears, begging God for things. As a child, my father, now one day he called me, young man, come here. I said, yeah, what's up, Dad? I said, look, that prayer you did in the morning, it's good, but let me ask you this question. Those on earth are praying to go to heaven. Those in heaven, do they pray? I was taken aback. I didn't know what to say. Because my father has seen the best of both worlds. He has traveled around the whole world. So he knows that what I'm asking for, the kids in the Western world don't ask for it. Simple things, for Lord, in just name, Lord, please give me like a video game, all the kind of childish stuff. I was asking for things, crying, I was in tears, I was in spirit. But my father has seen both worlds. So when he said those things, what this guy is praying for, I can easily do it for him. So that thing he said is stuck to me forever. And now I understand. So Nicki Minaj speaking this way, you guys who believe in tribalism, who are under poverty, who a governor is feeding your family, you won't see what she's saying. You will say, no, USA don't come up, because if you come, you will stop my uncle from being a politician. You will stop my uncle from being a governor. You will stop my mother from being the wife of a governor. That's the thinking of you guys. Tribalism and poverty has made you guys to be blind to the next level, the next dimension of life. You are looking at the superficial level of life, the basics, the low-hanging fruit of life. That's what you are looking at. But we don't see the other side. We know what you're not supposed to do to take yourself to a new plateau, to a new level, to a new dimension, to a new heaven. Oh my God. I can go on and on. My God, have mercy. Let's continue, I beg.
So, a lot of times, the danger of a single story is that you might respond to something that you don't have a deep knowledge of. And so what Nicki Minaj was responding to was the US's perspective of what's happening in Nigeria, which is in very little, it's hyperbolic. Yes, are people being, killed? Are people being attacked? Absolutely true. And the government has even continued to speak about that, saying that what we have is a challenge, a security challenge, and terrorism, which has plagued the nation for 15 years. And so, that's on that note. But in speaking to the entirety of the story, Oji, what we've consistently said is that it's unfortunate that it's taking the US coming out to speak for Nigeria, for the Nigerian government to take what has been spoken about a number of times back home here in Nigeria seriously. How many times have we heard cries from Christians in the Middle Belt, especially in Plateau Jos, in some parts of Benue, in the Northeast as well? Muslims and Nigerians who have been killed several times. We have reported stories like this.
All right.
We have not seen as much, response as this. Maybe this might be an opportunity for us to deal decisively.
No, you can continue.
No. They also told you guys not to call them terrorists now. They told you guys to call them bandits. You reduce their level of influence from terrorism to bandits. That's why for the past 16 years, the whole world was saying, oh, it's the farmers and hunters clash. It's climate change. The climate in Africa is changing. So there is drought in the north. So they are carrying their cows towards the south. Joe Biden, Obama and Joe Biden. Man, it's not be better for you guys, though. They came with that narrative, climate change. Climate change. Oh, God have mercy. If they give me next 90 days, if you guys want freedom in your lifetime, if you youths, forget those old ones, because they are expired goods. If the youths, the Gen Z, If you want freedom, if you want to experience freedom, if you want to enjoy heaven in your location, you don't have to come to the Western world. No, no, no. If you want to enjoy what we are enjoying in your location, you must support America. Don't join the government propaganda say America is the problem. I dey beg una. Na beg, I dey beg una. No, don't join them, because Nigerian government think all the resources. Now a particular people, they control the money. Billions, close to $29 billion every year for oil, gas, and resources. Then they share them. That's why to them, election na do or die, because they want their own share of the 29 billion winning they steal. Think about that. Also, the gold from Zamfara. Now only Zamfara and the cabal, they share that one. Tinubu cannot collect 1 naira from the gold from Zamfara. You see, so their own, not their own. But the Biafra own, the one from the Delta, now they share them for national cake, and then they control them as well. So please, allow America to come in and solve this problem. Now beg, I dey beg una. Let's continue because of time.
I just wanted to just stop you in that track, speaking about a lot of videos or even the priests that have come out in the Plateau. We have a video of this Pastor Dachemo, who actually released it yesterday. If we can pull up that video while you speak. It's a video of this priest who went to Plateau State to show proof of the Christian massacre and the Christian that have been killed in Plateau State. In one day, over 501 people were killed in Plateau State. So these are some of the data that you would see that be circulating on social media. That these,
as I said, we have been talking about this for a long time. Unfortunately, it seemed like the Nigerian government had turned a blind eye to it. However, let us take this opportunity to now respond, because I think the response was too hasty, hence then the counter response by the US president. But the first thing is diplomatic and security response. Diplomatically, let us continue to open that channel of communication and conversation with the United States. This is not the time to be the propaganda and lies and trying to save face. Let us be able to speak to the issues and present facts, counterfacts. If the same Christians are being killed, let's produce counterfacts to that effect. The next thing would then be on, of course, security. The best response to the United States allegations of Christian genocide is to ensure that Christians are protected and to ensure that even all Nigerian lives matter. Whether it's one person or any Nigerian, Christian, Muslim, we've talked about that a number of times, that any Nigerian has the right to life, so that we don't become desensitized when we hear another person has been killed and we just say, oh, somebody else has been killed.
Well said.
This is one lesson for us.
Well said. Well, meanwhile, the Islamic movement in Nigeria, under the leadership of Ibrahim Zazaki, has rejected Trump's allegations of a Christian genocide in a statement on Saturday. Abdullahi Danladi of the movement's resource forum described the allegations as false, inflammatory, and dangerous, arguing that Nigeria's crisis is moral and political, not religious. Danladi stressed that both Muslims and Christians have suffered equally from terrorism, banditry, and attacks, pointing to corruption, greed, and elite manipulation as the true causes of the insecurity.
Hold it there. You are saying both Christians and Muslims have had equal share, a fair share of terrorism and other things. Guess what? Genocide is genocide. Terrorism is terrorism. For the fact that Muslims, the LCM are what? Islamic Muslims. Islamic jihadist Muslims doing the killing. So if we the Christians, you say Christian and Muslim, okay, we the Christians, we have called on USA to come and rescue us. So let the Muslims, perhaps you can call on Saudi Arabia to give you funding to rescue yourselves. So please don't come with this game. The LCM is who? Who is killing them? Who is doing the buying? Who is doing the buying now? A Muslim, they do the buying, and we are saying enough is enough. To us, it is a genocide. So we are saying, please, we cannot continue this way. We cried out to Jesus. We cried out unto God, and God has answered our prayer. It is not for you, mister, to be the one to stop our prayers being answered by God or being delivered by God. To us, America has been sent by God to stop the genocide of the Christians. I will advise you to go in there. You know, when we come and buy the terrorists doing the killing, it means they will also by proxy stop killing the Muslims, because the terrorists are the ones responsible for both sides. So allow America to come and buy the terrorists doing the killing. Why are you angry about that? Or do you want to tell me it's the spirits that are doing the buying? No, it's a human being. This is an Islamic jihadist doing the killing on both sides, as you claim. So we have called on God to answer our prayers. Our God, our Savior, Jesus, that we believe in, has allowed America to step in. Allow them to step in to buy the terrorists when they do the buying. That's it, job done. Once they step in, they buy the terrorists, then your Muslims who are being killed, none will be killed again. But although you need to understand that they are doing the killing because of what? Jihadism. They believe in Islamization of Nigeria. That's why they are coming to kill us. You have not addressed their reason, their intention. Why are they killing the Christians? Or why are they killing the Muslims, as you claim? They are killing them because they want to take over their land and bring jihad, create jihad, make sure they have jihad in Nigeria. Nigeria will now become the heart center, the center bit of Islamization. The process is known as Islamification, where they come from community to community, village to village, town to town. They kill a few, the rest will be scared and they will run away to IDP camp. When they go to IDP camp, your government will now give funding to the Islamic jihadists to bring their family, their relatives all across Africa from the Sahel. They come to those communities that has been abandoned by the people that own the Christians that left. They will come there and resettle in those villages, in those communities. Within a month, they will change the name of those villages from Christian names to Islamic names. These are happening, sir, with all due respect. But you want to pretend, no, it's not happening. That's the LCM. That is the trajectory that the killing will lead to. Eventually, it will lead to Islamization of Nigeria. It will lead to the Christians converting to Islam or die in the process. So we are saying no, not on our watch. If you claim they are killing both Christians and Muslims, fine. We are acting on it, and we have called Trump to come and help the Christians. So it's up to you to make these phone calls. Call Saudi Arabia. Call Saudi Arabia, where your Mecca is now. Call them. Call them. Call them to come and help you. Your God resides in Mecca. Go and call them to come and help you. No, you won't do that. Instead, you want to stop our own America from saving us. That's nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Absolute nonsense. You see, these games you guys are playing, the gullible ones can fall for it, but we are the intellectuals. Make a thank God to say somebody like me, I am not in the mantle of leadership of the Biafrans. Make a thank God. Because with my contacts, there will be no discussion. There will be no discussion at all. As we did do, it is show. But 90 days, things will begin happen. Within the next 90 days, from now to the 2nd of February 2026, the Nigeria you know today, you will know no more. Mark my words. Let's continue, I beg.
Movement one, that such narratives serve Western propaganda interests, aiming to divide Nigerians and justify foreign interference. I mean, we can see that this Trump's genocide allegations continue to generate pushbacks from various quarters in Nigeria, with the Islamic movement becoming the latest group to reject the narrative. Dr. Abati, a quick comment, and I'll come to this story.
Okay. Genocide is a very specific word. We have the Genocide Convention of 1948. And what it means in that document is about specific targeting of populations to eliminate them. And under that convention, every country has an obligation to protect the population and to prevent genocide. So when President Trump says genocide in Nigeria against Christians, the question to ask, I think we're all Christians here on this table, except perhaps maybe Rufai Husseini.
Rufai is not a Christian?
Well, maybe he has a Muslim background, I guess. Okay. But the question is, even
I have a Muslim background, which I'm proud of.
Are you hearing it now? Respect to my guy, Rufai Husseini. I am glad about being a crafty guy. He put on there, you see me, I don't tell lies. Respect to Rufai Husseini for keeping it real. His father was a hardcore Islamist, but luckily, we thank God, in talk say on his dying bed, the father now changed to Christian. He was converted to a Christian on his dying bed. You see, so that's a good news. Go and watch my video yesterday. I broke it down. Abati, they watch me. Oh, Abati, you're watching me. Look, Abati, you're my guy. Don't get it twisted. You're my guy. Okay, you're my guy. I respect you. You're my guy as well. But sometimes, when you're with your colleagues there, take away the doctor. Keep on somewhere. You see me in my workplace. I warn them. Don't call me your manager or whatever. Speak to me man to man. That way, they are happy to be around me. They are giving me 110%. They give me 110% at the workplace. Their efforts. Because they now believe, this guy is very nice. So he's open, he's transparent, he's real. We can tell him anything. You know what I mean? So Rufai, yes, Rufai is a convert, but fine. But when I said unconscious bias in my video yesterday, Rufai might not have the fear of what we have. We are Christians from birth. Catholic, Anglican, all those, from birth. So seeing these guys in their ragtag, in a hijab, doing all those things, we are scared. It's a different shock for us because we don't understand the tenets of Islam. But Rufai that went through it, if it no shock him well, he might not be scared to that level. He might not be scared of seeing those guys shouting, Allahu Akbar, and they're cutting someone's neck. He might not be scared. But it is a shock to us. You know what I mean? It's a complete shock, a misnomer. It is strange to us. So that was why when I spoke about unconscious bias in the video I did to Rufai Oseni, I didn't have no beef with him. He's my man as well. But respect to Ruben Abati for keeping it real. I like this guy so much. That's why I speak about them. You will never see me speak about Channels TV, all those guys. No, those ones, they are riffraffs. But these two guys here, I love them. Intellectually. They make me to spar. They make me to think. And I like that. When you make me think, then I'm happy. But the other ones, they make me laugh. I'm doing the video, I'm laughing because I see them as children, adolescent, infants. They are not up to that level intellectually. So let's continue.
Even as as amphibious as you are, Muslim and Christian, do you feel threatened as a Muslim? Do you feel threatened as a Christian? Ayo is a Christian. Do you feel that you are being persecuted?
In Lagos here,
do you feel that you are being persecuted?
In Lagos here,
I don't feel that I'm being persecuted.
Lagos is not a bellwether.
My guy, if you are based in Benue, then you will feel persecuted. You are in Lagos now, VIP, in a big house, big car, all those things. Your work is not far from you, you know what I mean? So you won't feel it. It is called unconscious bias. Your politicians don't feel hunger. Why? Because when they wake up, a VIP breakfast is there. Brunch, dinner, lunch, the best of wine, the best of water. The chair they sit down is the best of the chair. People around them, they are smiling. Even the servant is rich, is a millionaire. The cooks are multimillionaires because they are living within, the government house. So your politicians don't smell poverty. They don't know how it looks because when they say, my servant, see my gate man, he's a millionaire. Why are they saying they are hungry? You will forget or you will lose touch of the real people. It is called unconscious bias. You see? So Ruben said he's not feeling any threat. I agree with him. Because if you leave your house, AC, see your studio, wonderful studio, AC, everything, then you don't understand what those guys in Benue, in Borno, in Plateau, that to go to their farm, then go trek for 2 hours, dust everywhere, bush to bush, one bush to the other bush. You reach one bush, cow, the other place, in your mind, you know their headsmen somewhere shitting. Then they shit for somewhere, you don't see cow. The other one you go, you see something here. So it's a different ball game. You see? But let's continue. I love the argument. Let's continue.
Question
there is
isolation,
a problem,
yes.
There is a problem of insecurity.
Yes,
that
that's
is
the biggest
general.
problem, yes.
And what the Geneva Convention says is that government has a responsibility to protect everybody, to make sure that people are not targeted. And that's why I say this should be a wake-up call for the Nigerian government, that there is a lot more that needs to be done in terms of security for everyone, whether Muslim, animist, or Christian, which is the same point that Showore has made. Right. Now, the Islamist movement and Zaki group, that they even have problems with, the government.
They've come up with that.
They are saying that, look, both Christians and Muslims, we are in all of this together. And that they even have problems with, the government.
They've come up with that.
They are saying that, look, both Christians and Muslims, we are in all of this together. And I've said that the Tinubu governments need support, and adults in the country should come to the rescue and support the government. And that 3, religious leaders, they've been speaking up. We have had a statement, is it from Bishop Oyedepo?
And it was from Pastor Wale Adefarasi.
Pastor Wale Adefarasi, Bishop Oyedepo, GO, the General Overseer of Redeemed Church, the Sultan of Sokoto.
Yoruba pastors, so I'm just dropping it there. Yoruba pastors, with a beg on change that perspective, with a beg on beg. This thing is not politics. I've watched all the videos they made. I was shocked. They were talking about gold, oil, and resources. Pastors, at a time when Trump is coming for the genocide of Christians, and those pastors are saying, no, God, it's about the gold, the resources. Let me not go there. Let's continue.
Matthew Kuka, all of them, Cardinal Francis Onayeka, all of these people should come and speak and support the government. But government has the responsibility to make this country safe.
And this is the main point. The idea of making Nigeria safe is really what we should be pushing here on this table. Rufai, before I come to you, meanwhile, in a now trending video, U.S. Congressman Scott Perry made an explosive allegation about American foreign aid, claiming that the United States Agency for International Development funded the Boko Haram terror group, which has carried out devastating attacks across Nigeria, Cameroon, Niger, and Chad. Let's take a look.
Because your money, $697 million annually, plus the shipments of cash funds madrasas, ISIS, Al-Qaeda, Boko Haram, ISIS Khorasan, terrorist training camps. That's what it's funding. If you think that the program under Operation Enduring Sentinel, entitled Women's Scholarship Endowment, which receives $60 million annually, or the Young Women Lead, which gets about $5 million annually, is going to women who, by the way, if you read the Inspector General's report, is telling you that the Taliban does not allow women to speak in public.
Yes.
Yet somehow you're believing, and American people are supposed to believe, that this money is going for the betterment of the women in Afghanistan. It is not. You are funding terrorism, and it's coming through USAID. And it's not just Afghanistan, because Pakistan's right next door.
All right.
Hold it, my sister. Before you say Nigerian media, please don't go for the okie doke. Don't do that. Nigerian media, please don't do this. This was when they were pulling up the funds under Trump's government. They stopped the fund of the USAID. Because they said when they give the fund, those governments, even the Nigerian part of it, they don't use the fund for the intended purpose. Instead, they use it to fund Boko Haram, ISIS, and they use to fund terrorism. That is what was one of the reasons, their argument, why they stopped the funding within the first 100 days of Trump being president. This same Trump who wants to come to Nigeria was the one that stopped the funding of the USAID. My sister OjyOkpe. You see me, I call a spade. I have the memory of an elephant. I don't forget things. So that was why they were justifying why they were stopping it. Because under Biden's government, under Obama's government, we know what was happening back then. The funding became so loose that these guys were using it to fund Boko Haram, ISIS, and the rest of them. So when Trump came in to clean house, to drain the swamp, he stopped the funding of the USAID. The whole world said, no, why? But we thank God he did it. Today, this is now the phase 2. They have stopped the funding and now they are coming in to stop the genocide in Nigeria. And they will do it. Ifegeme, 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 ogeme, ifegeme nebata. Something go happen, yo. Something go happen in the 90 days, yo. Something go happen today. Forget story, my sister. Please, the media, don't twist these things at the beguna. We ain't stupid. We ain't illiterate. People like us in the Western world, we know all these things. We have the facts and the data. I speak with facts and data. Please don't do this to us. Don't do it. In Nigeria, they'll buy it. Yes, so you see, America are the ones funding it. Trump is a liar. He's a pretender. They just caught them now. Breaking news. They are the one funding Boko Haram. Look at what he said. No, this news was him justifying why they stopped the funding. Americans' taxpayers' money was going to those nonsense. When Trump came and said, no, enough of the funding. And they stopped it. And now they are coming for Nigeria. They are coming. Oh my God. Now they kind of told you guys from the beginning. They are coming. You refuse to listen. They have come. But God's own country, our God, is a God of justice. In court, Oyendo said, MMK said, Nnamdi said, our God is a God of justice. And today, America is bringing justice into Nigeria. Oh my God. I can go on and on, my people. I can go on and on with my limited time. Let's continue quickly.
This video resurfaced online once again. We're seeing how the conversation around U.S.-Nigeria relations continues to take unexpected turns, with a sitting congressman alleging that, American taxpayer dollars may have inadvertently funded the very terrorists that President Trump is now threatening to wipe out. Now, Trump is threatening to cut aid. In August, the U.S. State Department approved a possible $346 million in weapons sales to Nigeria to help improve security. And you're seeing that, before I take some tweets, Rufai, I'd like your comments. We're seeing that these videos are now coming up again. The question, or maybe the conspiracy theory, is that Trump is going to invade Nigeria, which is not what he's written in the tweet, by the way. In the tweet, he specifically stated that he's coming to wipe out the terrorists. And that's what we're doing, to state the facts.
Yes.
Conspiracy theories or even just analysis are not really what the comment is on the Truth Social. Rufai, your thoughts?
I knew this was going to happen. And you see, this is why Nigeria has never moved forward as a nation.
Yes.
It's a country of analysis paralysis.
Okay.
It's only in Nigeria you will see that the main substantive issue, that people are being killed needlessly in their country, is now left aside. This group will say, oh, all of us are being killed. This group will say, oh, I have a problem. Oh, it's about this killing. This one will say, oh, it's about that.
Yes.
All of a sudden, everybody that was not saying anything before are now skewing narrative and propaganda.
Exactly.
So an average Nigerian that is following the news cycle is confused today.
Yes.
Please, I am not a master of confusion. Let me clear your confusion. Let me clear your doubts.
Right on, my brother.
The problem is that Nigerian lives matter and Nigerians are being killed.
Yes.
So how can we solve the problem? Because the politicians that are talking all of this today, the same people shamelessly push religion and tribe when it's politics period.
Yes.
So now they will confuse you with this narrative. All we are asking, President Tinubu, stop the killings in the country. You blame Jonathan for the killing. And why I'm saying this is because the buck stops with you. Let's stop deceiving people. That propaganda too, a lot of Russian propaganda is coming in. That video has
propaganda, the Scott Perry.
It's been coming in for a while. If you have a proof, empirical proof, show me.
You mean Scott Perry?
Yes.
I mean, Scott Perry.
Allusion is no way.
Yes.
Show me. Just like when some people tie the Christian genocide convention to IPOB. I told you it's not based in empiricism.
Yes.
Let's stop all of this.
All right.
Nigerians are dying. We want the killing to stop.
Right, that's really what it is. Let me just take some more tweets, some more reactions. You talked about politicians now speaking up and religious leaders. Rabiu Kwankwaso of the NNPP also posted a tweet on X. He wrote, "It is important to emphasize that our country is a sovereign nation whose people face different threats from outlaws across the country. The insecurity we face does not distinguish based on religious, ethnic, or political beliefs. The United States should assist the Nigerian authorities with better cutting-edge technology to tackle these problems rather than..."
So that you use it to go and buy the Biafrans now. Tucano jet that they gave to you, you are bombing us with it. Tucano jet they gave to you to buy the terrorists, you are using to bomb Biafra land. Nigeria. You see why we say we and these guys, we are different. Our ideology is different with the North. We are not the same. I'm sorry. Britain made the mistake. They thought all skin folks are kin folks. They made us one by mistake. Till this day, it's a problem. We are not the same. My God, have mercy on me. We ain't the same. We talk different. When we speak different. When we move different. The food is different. Our dress code is different. Our ideology to life is different. Our perspective to life is different. The culture is different. The way you look is different. Your persona is different. Your swag is different. Even the way you talk, your tonation is different. We ain't the same. For how many years? We still look different because we are cut different. Nigeria can be one. That's the best way to go. Divide that zoo now, please. Look at what that man is saying. Kwankwaso, a so-called presidential aspirant. Look at his own stance to show you that when he's president, he will say nothing is happening there. It's not a religious thing. You see his own perspective. A presidential aspirant. We ain't the same. I don't hate that guys, but we are not the same. We cannot be one. We cannot be as one country. It will never work. It's like, marrying somebody or being in a house with somebody you don't like, you don't know, they are strangers to you, you can't communicate with them, it will not work. You'll be like strangers, strange bedfellows. It will never work. We are not the same. I'm sorry. For the Yorubas, it's different because we have, blend with them, their food, we eat their food, everything, shaki, ewa, eforiro, we eat all those things now. It's fine. I understand the culture of the Yorubas. There is a cultural assimilation there over time. But for the North, I'm sorry to you guys. I don't hate you guys, but I don't have any connection with you guys at all. It's different. We are different. We are different people. Yes, we are all black, but we are different. The same way a Russian is different from somebody from Germany or whatever. We are different. Our ideology to life is different. Our perspective, the way we see the world, our world views, our psychology, they are all different. Our religion is different. Even the food we eat is different. So I'm sorry. We cannot be one. Those white men that made you one, they were being lazy, being stupid and foolish. They were looking at the money, the economy, how to streamline a government, and they made you one, like a country. A merger of a company, that's what they did. To streamline everything. One man did that. And we are still paying for the sins of one man. Lugard, not even Lord. Here's the problem. In my song, I said, blame it on Lord Lugard and his wife, Flora Shaw. In my song, I said it. Blame it on Lord Lugard and his wife, Flora Shaw. 1914 amalgamation is what we are dying for. 3 nations to 1 nation. Ever since, annihilation, nepotism, tribalism, this is nonsense. You and you and you. Clap your hands, clap your hands. Biafra is going to come. Clap your hands, clap your hands. Biafra, Ududuwa, we are free now. Our freedom is going to come. We are free now. I put Ududuwa there because for me and the Yorubas, I've seen their culture is similar. Although from 1999, they allowed a stranger who ruled Lagos then to bring in this toxic tribalism into Lagos, and it's spewing over now in politics. So now, because of politics, the Yorubas, not all of them, but now they are hating on the Igbos for no reason. Up till 1998, it was love. Until one man, one stranger, an interloper, a stranger within the Yoruba land, because we saw his passport, his Guinea passport, he is from Guinea. But in 1999, he came to become governor in Lagos. And he was in deep shock. Say, Igbo, Yoruba together? No, no. Until this day, after him, all the other governors he's made governor in Lagos are not Lagosians. That tells you there's a problem. But I saw it happen firsthand. I was a kid then. My uncles, they were wearing their kaftan, they were wearing their, what they call it? Ishiago. Every Friday, they call it Cultural Day in the civil service. My uncles, they will come to my mother will cook them big food, share it in their cooler. They take it to their work to eat with their teams. What they do them is say, you be Igbo, you go cook big food for your cooler. The Yoruba cooking on, Hausa cooking on. That one, the middle belt cook their own. When they cook, they'll come reach office on that day. They'll come share and they chop different, like a buffet. Every Friday they were doing it. And because my mother can cook, so they will come, mommy, please help us and cook. My mother will cook special one, they will carry it. But when they are coming, I see them wearing their Ishiagu. As a child, I was wondering, these lions, they look scary because of their teeth, you know, in their Ishiagu. I was fascinated with that cloth, the Ishiagu. So when they come to my mama house, now she go have the coolers where they don't cook food. So each of them will come and go their office, their different office in the civil service, in the workplace, in the local government, wherever. There was synergy between the Yorubas and the Igbos. And sometimes when they come back, then go bring amala, ewedu, tuwo shinkafa, tuwo bansera. Or they go bring those things, come house. I will try it. I say, what was this? Say, try it. It's tuwo. You know, I wasn't used to the taste. But I will say, try some. I wasn't used to the taste then. But the Yoruba owner, I was eating Yoruba food easily. But the tuwo, I wasn't used to it. But I will say, try to it, you know. Until 1999, all my uncles at the same time, they stopped wearing Ishiagu on the Friday. In fact, the cultural day stop end because if you wear your Ishiagu, they will now know you be Igbo. Once you know they be Igbo, within a few months, then go bring out say retrenchment, and they were sacking all the Igbos in the civil service, local government, all those things, government house. So because of that, I will see my uncles when they come to our family home to visit us. They will wear kaftan on Friday. Those long, you know, kaftan. So, and me, being that I'm used to playing with their Ishiagu cloth, I'll be asking them, Uncle, where's your lion cloth? Where's your lion cloth? He said, no, I can't wear this to work. I was wondering why. Because before, every Friday, I am excited to see them dress that way. But when they stopped doing it, as a child, I was worried. I was asking myself, why, Uncle, why? Where you know, they will say, no, we can't put it on. They were wearing kaftan. Then sometimes they complain, saying, wow. Michael name, they don't sack Michael. This one, they don't retire. They don't retrench this one. No, they are doing head count. They were worried. Next thing, they were talking about going to court to go and change their surname to sound more Lagosian. Because those in Lagos, the real owners of Lagos, the Aworis and the rest of them, their name sounds different. Their surname might be Midos, Flora. They have a different name. They don't have the hardcore Yoruba name. They don't have that. They have, you know, in kind of a westernized name. Those in Lagos. A Portuguese kind of name. Those in Lagos. From Lagos. So our uncles were now changing their surname to take away the Igbo name just to keep their job. Because during those days, now job, they ran for civil service. People came to Lagos because of what? Civil service. Until later when Belgium couldn't happen, Biafrans were now going to where? To Belgium to go and play football. And when they were playing football, they were now seeing fridge, seeing television as a dustbin. Really? Now, they now brought them back. People now knew it's a business. They go to Belgium to buy cars, to buy electronics. Belgium was the first one. So slowly, our people now left civil service because they sacked almost all of them from civil service. Before, in the civil service in Lagos, it was a mix. Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, Middle Belt, everybody was working together. But from 1999, there was a change. That man that brought the change is Tinubu. To call a spade a spade. So, but as God come bless us now, okay, civil service door don't close. No more job there. But we now heard about Belgium. From Belgium, they were buying things from Belgium. Then suddenly, Germany couldn't happen. As Germany they happened, even my uncle went to Germany then. He was extremely rich because he was buying goods from Germany. Then suddenly, people from village now were now coming to do boy to come and learn trade. So that was the beginning, the advent of business in Lagos. It started from where? Civil service. A certain man caused the problem. And today, that same man has brought tribalism on a national level. That now they are complaining about what? Genocide of Christians. But unfortunately, some Yoruba pastors, not all of them, but some of the prominent ones, they are saying, no, Trump is about, gold and oil and resources of Nigeria. That's why they are coming. It's not about the genocide. Some Yoruba pastors, Wale Adefaran's son, what's his name? He's saying that. It's sad. That's very, very sad. So me, from my own poor view, from my own vision, from my own vantage point, Oyibo, I saw everything happen. I saw the change. I can give you a storyline how it changed from my own point of view as a teenager watching my uncles dressing somehow every Friday, and suddenly they stopped wearing those clothes, those things that make them show their identity as Igbos. They could not wear it to work any day anymore, because if them wear them, then people will not know, na Igbo. Before you know it, when they want to do head count to reduce employees, they pick the Igbos first. This was done. It started from the year 1999. Man, I rest my case. When Marwa was there, it didn't happen. When Marwa was there, it didn't happen. Although Marwa did not have swagger, so he came with what? Keke Marwa. You know what I mean? Because of his swagger, he's from the north now. So what he came with as taxi was Keke Marwa. He was the one that brought, Keke Marwa to Lagos. Which, it's a bit embarrassing that in a city, you are driving tricycle. A bicycle with three legs. That's the fact. Or 3 tires. From my vantage point, I saw how they changed from those red buses to Keke Marwa. You see, so somebody when you get vision with swagger, they might not give you what they don't have. He came with Keke Marwa, but he did well. But it's just that when he was bringing new things, he didn't have the swagger, the robustness to compete with the Western world. He didn't have that thing in his mind. Someone like me, if I'm the governor of a particular state, I want to compete with USA, I want to compete with Canada, I want to compete with Australia. What they have in USA, I will bring it in my own state. That's the way you compete. And as you bring it, you will now put it under insurance. Get a company to run it, to manage it. If it breaks down, you must repair it in real time. There is an SLA, service level agreement. Within 2 weeks, if any bus break down, within 2 weeks, there must be a turnaround to repair it. This is how you do it. The price might go up a little bit. Yes, the cost might go up, but the maintenance will be there. The quality standard will be there. Simple things that we learn in the Western world, but in the zoo, they can't do such. That's my anger with them. Because those guys, their children are here. These politicians, their children are here. They see the life we are living here. They are enjoying it. They are living, oh my God. If you see the house, they live in big houses here now, big cars, all those things. They are kids. But their parents, who are governors, They give you guys hell in Nigeria. They make you feel like hell is similar to Nigeria. They make you guys pray to God and your talking point is food. Lord, give me my daily bread. Oh God, I can go on and on. I can go on and on. I've looked up and down. Through and through, I've looked everywhere. I said, our only solution for the Biafrans, na Biafra. Because they have, that seed of discord has, that poison, it has gone so deep in Nigeria. The only way to solve it, if Trump can come now and come in, those men, they will run away. Those men, they will run away. From your president down to your politicians, the House of Rep, they run. Senators, they run. Governors will run away, fly away. Then the new breed might step in. That's why I'm calling on Showore to do what is right. If Trump can come in now, then perhaps you will solve the problem, because your problem are these old men that brought this thing that they had way back from the 60s. They brought that tribalism, blaming on the Igbo from the 60s till now. They are still the ones ruling you. So their ideology is still the same. They are more like an old wine in a new bottle. They are still the same. When they come to politics, they will come with tribalism and religion. That's it. Peter Obi, he's going to North to do, rank and they feed kids for North. Why? Because he knows he must show them, I am humble, I am humble. He's wasting his time. When it comes to, on that day to vote, Peter Obi go not in there now. He's wasting his time. He's wasting his time. You see? So the only solution is, you guys, the youth, please support America to come in. When they come in, then shake everywhere. Your politicians who are criminals, they will run away. A thief will run. Once light shine, thief they run. Once they run away, people like Showore can now step in. If you love Showore, you make him your leader, the people's leader on the spot. Fine. Then you live your life and start to live like a human being, because now you are living like animals. Yeah? A place where there is no road, no water, no job, no food. No health care, no ambulance. If you are sick, no ambulance. Even when they buy you, no ambulance. They tie you up on a motorbike. God have mercy. That's not, where's the dignity for the dead? They tie them up like stick on a motorbike. Dead body tied up on a motorbike. So what happens if the bike man fall now? Lord have mercy. My people, I will leave it here. I go leave them here. For those that have ears, make them hear. In fact, let us finish Juan Kwaso. Let's finish what he said. Take it back and listen. Listen. Let's go.
He wrote, "It is important to emphasize that our country is a sovereign nation whose people face different threats from outlaws across the country. The insecurity we face does not distinguish based on religious, ethnic, or political beliefs. The United States should assist the Nigerian authorities with better cutting-edge technology to tackle these problems rather than posing a threat that could further polarize our country. The Nigerian government should also consider appointing special envoys from its distinguished diplomats to engage the American government. Additionally, it is necessary to appoint permanent ambassadors to represent Nigeria's interests on the international stage. My fellow countrymen, this is an important moment where we should emphasize unity of belonging over division. God bless Nigeria." And for me, this is the most important tweet I have read.
Unity in what? OjyOkpe, I beg, miss me with that nonsense. Unity in what? You guys are not unified now. You're not unified. Unity. Oh, sweet Jesus. Unity. Where they not in Namikane say, Namikane will die in jail while I thought a lie. He go die for jail. Unity. We the Biafrans are saying, free Nnamdi Kanu, free Nnamdi Kanu. They not are saying, he will die in jail. Unity. Unity means you are speaking with one voice. You are unified. Mentally, physically, socially, psychologically. You have the same views. You are unified. You know the assignment. You are working together. There's a synergy. A coming together to form synergy. Oneness. From there, you start to build what they call a nation. From a country, you build a nation. Unity creates a nation. Right now, you're just a country or a geographical expression called Nigeria. Niger area, the area of the Niger. There is no unity because until you have a nation, before you start talking about unity, you are not unified. We are not the same. What I want is what you hate with a passion. I want freedom. I want equality. You don't want that. I want to live my life free. I want to drink my beer in the public place. You don't want that. So what are you talking about? Our ideology is different. We are not the same. We are not unified. Under what? What have we agreed on apart from football, Super Eagles? That's an example of having unity. To unify on something, a common goal, an agenda, an agreement with the people. Let us come as one, as men and women, to agree on this thing. You agreed on Super Eagles. So when they are playing football, even if there is a war somewhere, you will love yourself and you wish them to win. That's a perfect or a classic example of unifying together, a unifying force. Unfortunately, it's after sports. Nothing else unifies you because you're not a nation. You don't want to sit down and discuss. National conference, sit down and discuss as men. You enter the room, you lock that door for 7 days straight. No man is going out until we agree what we want. Tell me what you want. I give you my own on the table and we look around everything and we sort it out as men. We agree as men. No, you don't want to do it. You want to force us to accept your own ways. In a secular country, you brought in Sharia, blasphemy law from the window because you feel you are the ones that Britain told you are born to rule. So your unity is false. It's fake. There is no unity. And when there is no unity, there is no love. Because till this day, you all wish death for Nnamdi Kanu, a man who came peacefully and said, let's meet on the round table and discuss this thing. Let us discuss this thing, referendum. If you cannot solve these problems, then let us give the option to vote to leave Nigeria so we can go and put those things in place that we want as a people. But you said no. You said no to it. You must remain here. One Nigeria. Kill them. One Nigeria. Unity. I beg, go and sit down, Mr. Kwankwaso. Go and sit down somewhere. People, I'll leave it here. Man. I can go on and on, but I'll leave it here. For now, I want to call on the youths. The next few days, few weeks will be tempting. They will support you with money. They will grab your palms and give you something for you to eat and enjoy and go and protest against America. The details we are getting now, they say there will be a protest in Nigeria by the youths against against America. And that protest will be nationwide. And suddenly, for the first time, unlike NSAS, where they fight you guys, you will see the police, army, then go they share water. This is what I'm hearing now. Then go they share water, then go they share flag, then go they share banner. It will be a nationwide one. Mark my words, in the next few days or weeks, it will happen. And I hope you guys will respect me for the info I have. Because some of you, when you hear these things now, you will do your own show. You will use my information and take the glory. It's unfair. Say, Superstar Media said this, and it has come to pass. That's what we are saying. We have the info now. I have the ears to the ground. I rest my case. For those that have ears, let them hear. For those that have ears, let them hear. Grand opening, grand closing. No more talk.
Every one of us must rise up. The armed forces are not neutral. They collude. They collude. They collude with the armed bandits that kill people, kill Nigerians. They facilitate their movements. They cover them. if you are depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, you will all die one by one.